Go to Turkey if they're like bald. I don't know what country you go to if your neck is imploding. I don't know who's got the best treatment for that. Hello. Kills with drones so far. Let's see. Some diagnosis not as simple as you think. Process of elimination, one remedy at a time till something works. That won't change based on the country unless the country has better doctors in that field. It's just a matter of paying more, having the insurance cover more than yes, America sucks. Yeah, yeah. I know. It is frustrating, and I'm sure everyone here can understand this. But it's frustrating because like if I go to an auto shop and I'm like fix my car, and I come back later and they're like done, and then I try to get in the start the car and it doesn't work. I'm like, you didn't fix my car. I can demand my money back. But with doctors, you can't. Doctors, you can get tons of, have a whole bunch of visits and treatments that don't work, but they just keep draining your bank account. And it's like, that's normal. It's like, I get that it's process of elimination, but it's like also, it sucks, right? It sucks, that's it. Also, it sucks. Yeah, I'm trying to kill this tower in the middle, but I don't have a marksman weapon, so I don't have anything targeting the tower. So it's just, we're kind of just farming, which I guess is fine. Ooh, the saw blade guys. Yeah, I tried to go between them. What about natural remedies or Chinese medicine? I have tried a ton of remedies that chat has suggested that seem safe to try. You know, like different teas and stuff like that. Anything that seemed kind of sketch, I admit I didn't try because, obviously. What you want sounds like living in Europe having health benefits. I mean, no country's perfect. Every country has its own problems. In my case right now, the problem is, for the first time in my life, I'm needing a doctor, really, and I'm just like, wow, this sucks. Bro, this is... Okay, I'll take the marksman. That was a rough start. One wheel in contact with the ground. Have you tried smoking herbs? Real talk, that might make the pain go away for a while, but I don't think that's gonna fix the problem. Okay, I got the tower thing down. Big armor plate. Big armor. Imagine a stream with Muck High as hell explaining why American healthcare should be shut down. No. That would be bad for my brand. I don't think that kind of medicine would be good for Muck, especially to freak out. No, I don't think it would be. I don't think it would be. Shields, drone, shield, buff. Bonk. It's too bad getting this boost doesn't count for the 150 acceleration thing. Nerf block is the problem. If they put it on, Muck can't feel the pain, doesn't know if he should end the stream. Well, yeah. Like, right now, I already have, like, a bit of that. Like, when I take the cough drops, it allows me to talk a bit longer. I don't know if it is helping me long-term, but it helps me short-term. Same as when I drink, like, tea and stuff. Now, like, I imagine what's happening is there's something like swelling, and that reduces the swelling, like the heat does, and then I'm able to go, talk normally for a while, and then it swells up again, and then I drink tea again. But I don't know that for certain. I'm not, like, sure on that. Where do we put these? So your neck nervous basically after USA. I'll try to condense this as much as possible. I did an 18-hour stream in December, and since then I have had constant pain, like right here. And there's two symptoms. One is just pain that's there all the time. Two is like as I talk, the pain raises. And like so after a lot of talking, it's at its absolute worst again. So far, they have told me, they just put me on like medical steroids for 2 weeks. They put me on antibiotics, neither of those helped. Then they did a laryngoscopy where they looked down my throat. They did a video stroboscopy where they looked way farther down my throat. They did a barium swallow where they had me drink barium while in an x-ray machine so they could map out my esophagus. They thought it was acid reflux, so they gave me acid reflux medication for a long time. Like, they thought acid was coming up and burning my throat, and that didn't do anything. And then so they thought it was a issue with a muscle in my neck, so they had me do physical therapy with my neck for like a month. And then they're like, this isn't it, maybe it's a nerve thing, so they sent me to a nerve person, and now we're there. And part of the problem is that each time they're like, okay, well, let's try this. Talk to us in a month. So then it's like another month of pain while I try the thing they tell me, and then, yeah, that doesn't work. Soon full throat replacement. Dude, I was actually, like, contemplating the other day. I was like, if I completely lose the ability to talk, how would I do my job? And the best idea I could come up with... Hi. The best idea I could come up with was like, okay, I can type like 150 words a minute, but that's not enough to keep up with actual talking. And then I remembered those typewriters that they use in like courtrooms, you know, or like the courtroom, it's like a special typewriter, and it's like instead of letters, there's like full sounds on each of the keys. And if you learn how to type on that, you can type at like 200 or 300 words per minute. And then I was imagining if I had one of those, I learned how to use it, and then I set it up to a text-to-speech that was modeled with my voice using the 1,000 videos I've already created. And then I can... and I was like, I have no idea how to do that, but, you know, technologically, there should be a way. But I would have to learn that way of typing and figure out how to set all that up. My new favorite stenographer string? There you go. So if I completely lose my voice, gonna have to start taking stenography lessons. Fuck the epic no, Dark. No, 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 no. That already has a definition for people. Muck the crippled throat. Not epic anything. Mucked with the Stephen Hawking voice. Welcome to Get to the Point. Like and subscribe. Not gonna be able to do the armor plate right now. Jesus, there goes half my health. There's my shield. Damn it. Ice challenges are tough. Best of luck, my hope gets figured out. Yeah, me too. Because, you know, like, as you get older, you start to just unlock new features, like, oh, my knees pop when I climb the stairs now. You know, things like that. I'm really hoping this is not for life. Because it really sucks. Like, that's one of my biggest fears, is this is just a new upgrade. You're now 83 years old, now you just have pain in your neck all the time. Get a new neck. The Force DLC, yep. explosive ammo. Huh, wasn't sure. You can't put wheels above wheels. I wasn't sure how that would work, but it worked. Problem sounds a bit like a herniated disc. That's in your spine, right? Why is the minimap so glitchy? It's part of this level. It's also, it's not telling me where the nearest base is, which it normally does. Let's get one marksman gun for boss killing. God. There we go. Hey, Caesar. Herniated disc occurs in the soft cushion between spinal vertebrae, bulges or ruptures, pushing on nearby nerves, causing pain, numbness, or weakness. Well, if it is a nerve thing, hopefully I find out tomorrow. Being stubborn to his own needs is Monk's modus operandi. Wait, what? How did that come up? Dude, I'm trying to come to a complete stop, but I just keep floating around. There we go. It seems if the drones are out, we actually have enough firepower to kill those saw blades before they slam into me this time. Which has been an ongoing problem. salvo missiles. Sure. I don't think I actually have anything for this to buff right now. The elemental damage thing. Unless it, well, I don't know, because energy damage sets enemies on fire because of one of my talents. Maybe it will buff the fire? Heal. We'll leave that on the ground in case we need it later. The turret boss thing. Booster, stabilizer. Okay. That's gonna stay there, but we'll do that for now. Oh, jeez. Okay, well, we had to use that heal. Okay, so we got a boss, well, multiple bosses, and the mini-boss thing also here. So the first major boss of this level is 3 dudes. And we've still got those turret things also. Dropping pretty quick. It's just the range of the drones is quite short, so I'm having to stay kind of uncomfortably close to them. Mike, I just watched your Ghost Prophecies lore in 5 minutes. I was really, it was really entertaining, and I encourage others to watch it for humor. I was wondering if you might do something similar for factions, and possibly NFI, the North for the 20th anniversary. I think it might be too late to do one for factions, because although I played factions, It's like I'm already starting to like lose the details in my head. But Factions, in my opinion, did have a story that was full of holes. It was pretty silly. Like, the primary goal for Shiro was to become mortal again. But then he became mortal again, lost all of his, like, special spooky powers, and then he was easy to kill, and it was just like... He wanted power, but then to do that, he wanted to become mortal where he was less powerful. Like, it just didn't make any freaking sense. Like, if he had just stayed as a Reaper, he would have been way more powerful, but I don't know. It was like the primary motivation of the antagonist that makes the whole story work just didn't make sense. Those moments when the drones go back into the, like, recharge bay and I don't have them firing are really scary. This is like most of my weapons just turn off. There's a thruster right there blasting my shield generator, and it's like, yeah, this is fine. That's fine. $1,500 out of 3,000 for drone kills. Get that on the next pass. Alright, one of the bosses died. I don't know if you talked about this, but when Guild Wars 3 comes out, are you going to be full-time Guild Wars 3 player creator? Or will Guild Wars 2 be something you play now and then? When Guild Wars 3 comes out, I'm sure I will play the hell out of it for weeks to months until I exhaust whatever is there, right? Maybe make some guides and stuff like that. However, we don't even know if it's good yet, right? Like, I'm not so blind as to be like, this is going to kill WoW. This is going to save MMOs. This is going to get